Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to Silver Crow Tarot. I am Lindsay. Thanks for stopping by today. I thought I would just try and do a quick video, but we know how that can go as far as quickness. Anyway, just to show you some of the things, some of the projects that I've finished, and some that are still in the works, and some that I started and finished. So first off, here is the Harry Potter spread pad. I know I featured it in another video and said that I was working on it. I have finished it and I love it. It's thick, it's heavy. I did a lot of slow stitching, hand stitching with grays and browns and whites and cream colors on this, and I really like the way it turns out. I've used it a couple of times. Laying out a spread on it, and it works wonderful for me. I did decide on a background, and it is that gorgeous black with gold always sigil sign on the back of it, so I can certainly use it either way. I did not put a binding on this, though I may. It just depends. It depends if it starts fraying a little too bad as I use it, but I just did a zigzag stitch around the edge, and you know me, especially if you watch my videos, I like frayed edges for some reason. I just do. But if it gets annoying, I will probably put a binding on it in the back material. I think I'm going to keep this down for a while because it's a little distracting with the pad underneath it, but I have my daily pad underneath. Okay, so that's the spread pad on that one. The next one I started was a blue and green stripe, and you can see that I still need to trim off the edges and put a binding around this, but I had this lovely jelly roll strip with these sort of, it's got like a watercolory floral print on the background of each. Let me try and bring it up a little bit closer, maybe you can see that. But it was blues and greens and some teals, and I really liked it. And I bought it years ago to make a quilt, and of course I didn't make that quilt, so here we are. We've got a pad made out of it. I slow stitched this and did it mostly in blues and greens, different shades, some brighter green, and then it felt dull to me, so I put some pops of a purple and like a magenta color through here, and just gave it a little more color besides the blue and green, and I really like it. The background actually is probably my favorite. It's like a night sky to me with different colors of stars twinkling, because when I do this, I stitch all the way through. And the back was just sort of a textured midnight blue. Let's see if I can bring it up where you can see that a little better. Hope that's focusing. And with all the different colors, it appeals to me. It's real pretty. And then I thought, why aren't I doing more of these darker, well, not even darker, but just sort of a printed background, a textured looking background. Oh, here you can see it better. That's what the fabric is. And then just do all these different colors on it. I thought that would be kind of cool. Maybe do a spiral and different colors just going around and around, or maybe several spirals going around. That would be kind of cool. So I've added that to my to-do list. I have, pardon me, it's allergy season here in Florida. I have used this back doing spreads, and I really like it. The next thing, what else? Like I said, I'm trying to get through this fairly fast. Jeans, slow stitching jeans. When I showed the first jeans in my previous video, there were 2 pairs of them, and both of them fit. I apologize, I'm sorry. So I decided to do the same with these. I mean, they fit baggy on me. You know, the hip sits a little low, which is fine because I do not like high-waisted jeans anyway. But I saw this on, where did I see this? Instagram, I think. There was a short little video on putting the threads, looping them through the seam along the edges, and I thought that's kind of cool. So I did that. These are fresh out of the dryer, so I need to maybe, I don't know if I need to trim them or just sort of tighten them up a little bit, and I'm not sure if I want to cut them a little shorter. They do keep coming undone, and I have to keep tightening them up, so honestly I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. I also had a pocket from another pair of jeans, and I put that kind of on the side for my cell phone. I really like the way this turned out. It had a hole in it, so I just stitched. I used my sewing machine for this, and I just stitched a piece of colorful material underneath that, and then I had some ribbon, and I just stitched the ribbon down, and then I hand sewed it on. I also had this, God, I picked this up at a thrift store, sort of fabric ribbony material, and I just hand stitched that along the bottom of the jeans. I did not cut them off. I just went through with a seam ripper and along the edges and just frayed it, opened it up so it's got like a double edge here. And then I went back with yellow thread and then pink thread because, you know, why have them both the same? That would be boring on a pair of jeans like this. The back also had that same sort of tear right here as the previous jeans. You can see it on the inside there. It was just ripped, and that's why I ended up with these. So more color. There was a hole here, and I just did some flow stitching there, hand stitching that. There was a little tear starting here, so I patched it. I took the pocket off and added the same ribbon that I have on the bottom of the jeans, on the bottom of the legs. Added that to the pocket here, and this one also had holes, so I did some more slow stitching and added more fabric. I forgot that I had this piece. It's not a very big piece. It's only, I don't know, maybe half a yard or so of this Pink Panther fabric. I loved the Pink Panther, and I thought he'd look cute, you know, sticking out of this hole in this jean. It was only a small hole, so I actually went in and cut that a little wider and then hand stitched it, and then hand stitched around that same ribbon there. I did not take this pocket off. Didn't do that to that one. And I think that's all I've done on this pair of jeans so far. You can see the frayed edges here. That was a seam ripper as well. Just sort of dug it in and went along the bottom of the hem on this and just opened it up so that it would fray a little bit because I like these. I took this pair of jeans and the other one to me, or with me when I went on the Alaska cruise, and I was surprised, you know, because I made these for me, but I was surprised how many women stopped me to ask me about my jeans and where I got them and to tell me how cool looking they were. And, you know, that made me feel really good. My husband calls them clown jeans, but I love them. So, and that's all that matters. Okay, next on the list here, what have we got? Oh, I made a journal for August and September. The journal I'm using currently finishes in July. I am going to Europe at the end of October, all of November, and I won't be back till my birthday in December. So I didn't want to take a big chunky journal with me because I'll be doing a lot of writing. So I sort of split it up. So now this is not going with me. This is for August and September. And the next one I'll make will be probably this size, but it will be October, November, December. I won't be doing tons of journaling. I don't plan on doing a lot of tarot during that time, here and there. So journaling might not be a big thing for me while I'm traveling. But I just put this together quick with some leftover fabric that I have. I need to go back through and do some decorating on it, but since I'm home August and September, I've got plenty of time to do that. And I thought, what good use to use all these yo-yos that I've been making. I'm thinking about making a journal that the whole front is covered in all these yo-yos I've made. So the next one is I don't know what to call this. I want to say goddess / divine feminine. I'm just going to go with that. Goddess Divine Feminine journal. I wanted one dedicated to that part of my practice, instead of having it filtered in or written in various journals. I wanted to condense it all, kind of like I have a journal that is just for Fae work. I have a journal just for shadow work. I have a journal just for ancestral work. And then I have a journal that is for things during the year, full moon, dark moon, zodiac readings, etc. So it's all kept in one space so I can go back to it and see it easily versus having it in an overall journal that I have to flip through pages to try and figure out where I put it. So anyway, I went with this, in my eyes, divine feminine, pink and red horse fabric. If you've been on my channel, you've heard me talk about my love for horses, and I couldn't think of a better way to honor that than all of the mares who shared my life with me, who taught me valuable lessons, who taught me love and patience and curiosity and trust. It was those mares who meant everything to me. I had a few geldings, but just about every gelding I had put me in the hospital. So when I switched to mares, I found my horses. So this is sort of dedicated to them as well. Just a pretty red ribbon. In the inside, I copied some of the tarot or oracle that I wanted to use, and I'm going to go through. I think there are four signatures in here, and I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to put one on each of the signature and decorate it, make it pretty as I go along. Normally I do it all ahead of time. This time I didn't want to. I wanted to do it as I go. Just little pockets that I made to slip things into. And that's what I've been working on. That's what I've started, completed, and now I have more ideas for more stuff. So anyway, tell me what you've been working on. Have you got projects that are still in the works, like my Book of Shadows / Grimoire denim one? I'm at a standstill on that because there are some things I want to put on there, but I haven't figured out what, so it sits until I'm ready for it. I also have some cross stitch that I'm doing that I probably won't finish this year, but I have a couple that I really like that I work on periodically. And I have a deck of cards that I've been writing on. They're Harry Potter cards, and I've been, hang on, let me see if they're right here. I'm sort of turning them into, okay, here we go. Turning these into like an oracle. I mean, really, these just came from Amazon. They were a cheap little set of cards. I don't know if I've showed these before or not. But I've just been assigning words, keywords, to the picture. I'm not worried about the number and the suit. I'm just going by the picture. And I thought this might be something to just, play around with, particularly when I'm using the Harry Potter pad. I thought that would be kind of fun. Just little things I found. And some of these I couldn't remember, so I had to Google online, what was the common Welsh green dragon. I couldn't remember, and it was one of the words that popped out describing it was blending, how they got along with the rest of their dragon group, and how they blended. Glasses, focus and clarity. The Gryffindor sword, it would repel and it would absorb, So just little things going through this and just adding a little bit of magic to my practice. I should say praxis. And just to have some fun with it. I also have another deck, the Agatha Christie card set. And it's supposed to be a game, but I'm going to maybe do the same sort of thing and add some keywords to it, and use that with a card reading or a card spread or just something fun to play with. So there we go. That's what now I'm closing the video for sure. I didn't write anything down. I just stacked stuff up here on my desk to go through, so that's why I'm a little scattered. Anyway, let me know what you're working on. Show me if you can, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace and love. Bye-bye.